Hey folks, welcome back to Midwest Long Range. I'm Chris. We're back at the shop today. We're getting ready to head out of town for our next MWLR Rimfire Series match, and I want to go over with you what I do to get myself ready for the match. So stick with me. We'll talk about it here in just a second. Alright guys, we're back. So I've got my Voodoo sitting up here on the table. This is my primary match rifle. Alright. So with that being said, before every match, most shooters, and this is really aimed at the new guys, okay? So bear with me for a second. But most of us have kind of a rundown, something we want to go through, for lack of a better term, maybe like a pre-game ritual, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over what I do to get ready for a match. And all of that usually starts with cleaning the rifle. Because I go from match to match and I clean before every match. That's my rhythm. I'm not saying it's what everybody else does. That's what I do. So generally, since the last match I've shot, I have not cleaned this rifle. I cleaned it right before, fouled it back in right here on the bench, and then took it to the range and shot the match and whatever I've shot in between then and right now. So let's go ahead, let's get into our cleaning, and we'll get this deal on the road. And boom, well looky there, that's like magic, right? A bunch of my stuff just randomly appears on the bench. But I'm not going to go into an in-depth cleaning on this gun. For the most part, there are many videos out there that are rifle specific on cleaning procedures. I know Voodoo has a couple of them probably. I'm just going to give you kind of a quick rundown on what I'm using. I do have a bore guide for my Voodoo 360, a couple of short rods, for one with a brush, one with a mop for getting the carbon ring out. I've got some good quality cleaning rods, and I'm using Bortec C4 carbon remover, and we'll verify that our carbon ring is removed, or any kind of remnant of a carbon ring is removed, with our test long bore scope. One thing I will go over is you definitely, in my opinion, I like to follow Voodoo's kind of procedure, where I use a bore mop. I'll saturate it with the C4 carbon remover and insert that into the chamber, and let that kind of soak for a little bit. Just helps get that carbon ring out of there. We'll get the bolt cleaned up, break it down, pretty simple, and let it soak and clean up some of my parts. Alright guys, so I did go ahead and I worked ahead of you just a little bit. I went ahead and got my, I soaked the chamber with a bore mop, scrubbed it out with a nylon brush, run some patches down the barrel to get everything cleaned up and ready to go. And real quick, we're just going to run our test long bore scope in there and verify. Hopefully you guys will be able to see this with me. I've got it recording that we did indeed get the carbon ring out of the barrel. So here we go. We are in the chamber. We'll work our way down until the rifling begins there, I believe. Alright, so right in this area is where the carbon ring would be. And we do not have a big old nasty carbon ring in it. So we did get that out. I didn't do like a full-blown deep clean on it, alright guys? So please don't crucify me on that one. But, just a kind of a quick clean, get the carbon ring ready out of it, get the barrel ready to go. And then one thing we're going to do real quick is I've also cleaned the bolt up also. So I did disassemble my 360 bolt and get it all back up and going nice and slick. We're going to get the rifle put up here on the bench, foul it back in. We're going to probably put somewhere between, some guns it doesn't take much, some guns it does. I like to shoot between 20 and 50 rounds. Just make sure that my zero's where I need it, and we may verify it at 100 yards just to make sure that everything's lining up the way I thought it would. So let's get it out there, check it out real quick. All right, folks, got her all cleaned up, got her put back together, and got my new L3i, the new mag, the newest one right here. Full review coming on these very, very soon. Luckily, I live in the same state as those guys, so getting my hands on them was not super difficult. We're going to go ahead and try to foul this gun in. Get situated here. It does appear that my zero may have shifted just a touch.
I'm not being super steady, I'm just ringing this thing through, guys.
Alright, so there's 13 rounds. We're gonna shoot a few more, see if our zero comes back. I do have a little bit of windage dialed into it, maybe that's it, because it is dead calm right now. Made an adjustment. All right. So, looking pretty decent right there. I got 9 rounds left in this box. I'm gonna load them up, send it to 100 yards, and just see if I can ring still. I may not even move the target cam. I'm sorry I'm filming this kind of in a hurry, guys. I do apologize. I may shoot a 4-round group again at 50 just to verify that I agree with my adjustment. I'm liking that. I've put 2/10 of elevation in it. So I'm going to go back to my 100-yard target real quick and see if we can just verify. And there we are, folks. We are good to go. Adjustments are made. Gun is fouled in, and everything's looking pretty good. So I will have this gun at Recon by Fire in Park Hill, Oklahoma tomorrow, which for you guys, that's probably going to be a week or two away. Or a week or two behind here. I will have already shot that match by the time you see this. But, you know, we will shoot. That's kind of my rundown. I on the rifle itself, of course, I've got other gear that I bag up and get ready to go, but I clean my chamber out, inspect my barrel. Depending on how many rounds, I may do a full clean on the barrel. Not very often, I'm not going to lie. But I do like to make sure we get carbon ring out. Clean the bolt, clean the chamber, get everything running smooth. Foul it back in, verify my adjustments on my scope, and bag it up and go to the match. So that's it. Again, we will have a, if you guys can see that there, that is the new mag from L3I. Leon over there and Jeremiah, they helped me out. I say helped me out. I bought these with my own money. They were not freebies. But I really like what those guys do, and I'm proud to support them. But I'll just give you kind of a teaser. I adjusted them. I'll go through a whole procedure on that. Got them set for my rifle, and so far I haven't had any problems. So, that being said, we will do a full video. So, anyway, stay safe, keep shooting. Come back and see me next time. This Midwest Long Range. I'm out.